paying attention to technique, defensive backs, to the receivers, route recognition, and gonna pick a team that has some very good catching traffic wide receivers. I'm gonna be on default all pro. And we're gonna go up against the patron saints of zone coverage in the NFL currently, the Seattle Seahawks. I'll have to turn the play clock off when I get into the game. Let's start out on competitive first. Skip all this junk. And we're in play now as opposed to practice mode because, as I'm fond of saying, practice mode tells lies. Okay, play clock is already off. Just get tackled. I'll look at some ratings here. Go look at the Seahawks zone coverage ratings. Really? Just for the purpose of this, let's leave him out there. Let's see how bad his own coverage defender plays versus the good. But he won't be out there very much. I'll be basically going up against nickel and dime sets. Bobby Wagner 79, KJ Wright. '81. '89, 76, 77, 82. '93 for the great Earl Thomas. 90 for Cam. Like I said, the patron saints of zone coverage in the NFL. The cover 3 savants. Come on, give me some post routes. Start out with that. Play action comebacks, I guess. That'll give us a good test of both the post and the deep sidelines. Gonna go straight cover 3 press. See, right off the bat, this is what drives me nuts. The corners are aligned wrong. In cover 3 press, you want to be aligned with outside leverage using the sideline as your help, because your help is inside in the form of the deep safety. You want to be playing a press bail technique to cut off the 9 route, aka the streak corner deep out. You can snap a deep comeback off of cover 3 press because, you know, just use logic. The corner, or the receiver rather, is going to be selling vertical, and if he uses the corner's momentum against him, he snaps it off underneath. But still, a good corner, a savvy corner, can still disrupt that route with good technique, and also if he's playing out of press technique, out of a press alignment, out of zone still, he can still disrupt the timing of the route. But here we're going to focus on the post route first. I liked the redirection of the slot. This is straight cover 3. This is not cover 3 match, so you're going to have your hook zone defenders here and here, and your curl to flat defenders. And the key to the curl to flat defenders here against a 2x2 formation like this is not to allow a free release down the seam before they go to their curl flat assignments, gaining width and depth. They don't want to allow a free release down the seam, obviously, because the hook zone defenders won't be able to wall that off and carry to their depth, and it'll put your deep defender in a bind. In this case, it's Cam. Good chuck. Redirect him toward help. Thanks for coming by, Resilient. Him to the hook. Good width and depth there. He drops, so he should be dropping to a depth of 10 to 12. That's pretty good. I still would like to see better route recognition, because once the single high safety, when he sees a 2x2 formation, he has to recognize who's a potential post threat, post seam threat. And if there's 2 guys releasing at him, he's got to split the difference until they ID themselves or the QB tips his hand. Like right here, both the curl flat defenders do a good job of getting a hand on the receivers and redirecting them, funneling them to the help. Coverage leverage is all about leveraging the route and forcing the receiver to where your help is. So we get a good chuck there. I really like this here as well. An additional chuck here to reroute him and to make him fight to gain position on his in route. Good depth here. The ball's already out. We should see we should be seeing him drive. And knocks it out. I didn't do any pass lead on that. I'll try it with an inside pass lead and a low pass lead and all that good stuff. Right, I agree. You know, the ironic thing, Resilient, is that people want player differentiation in the game, yet people get mad when players make mistakes. You know, you have to allow for differences in play recognition, awareness, and overall ability. But people get upset when a guy, you know, can't make a play, and then when guys start playing the same, they complain about guys playing the same and that there's no player differentiation. What's going on, DJ? What I don't like is what's going on outside here. He's lined up, head up, which I can deal with. I prefer him playing with outside leverage, but I can live with that. But he gets up sideline right off the bat on the outside release. In a press bail alignment, he's got to be selling out to cut off the sideline. He gets up leverage right away, right here. And I can snap that deep comeback off right underneath him. Same thing here. See how he's just skating and playing without any leverage? If you're not going to have a jam off the cover 3 press, that's okay. But he has to be bailing out at the snap and gaining leverage toward the sideline. He can't get out leveraged wide, because then you can just hit the fade route all day, or the out route and the comeback and the and the corner. So the outside leaves a lot to be desired there, but the inside I like. What I'm going to try to do as well, I'm going to try to see if outside shade coverage audible fixes that. But I want to try to hit the. I want to see if I can hit. I want to see how many post routes I can hit in front of the safety first. Nice. That's beautiful. That's 2 for 2 so far. Or 0 for 2 for me. That's possible, Viking, but there's no jam at all. I mean, Sherman's one of the best press coverage corners in the game, and no jam and no bail technique. He didn't redirect that time. But he's gaining some depth at least, and he's gaining some depth as well. He's dropping back to his appropriate depth, and right, he has to split the difference between 1 and 2. You're absolutely right. I'll get to that when I test out 4 verts. I just want to see if I'm just doing post routes right now. See, the ball's out, and he's breaking right now. Let's try to fool around some pass leading. All right, that time I hit a low pass lead on him. But I can see already he's closing on it much faster. This time Earl does the chuck and reroute inside. I almost got sacked because of that. Because it threw off the timing of the route. Earl chucks him, and then he has to go around the hook zone backer. And I almost get sacked. I probably should have gotten sacked, really, by Averill here. Yeah, I probably should have gotten sacked there. But I love this. You can't allow free release out on the seam. Yeah, I will, D. See, if I low pass three, I can still get it in front of him. He still drifts too far. I mean, it's taking longer for it to develop because you're getting a reroute here and another jam here. Right, exactly, Graf. That's what I'm seeing. And he closes faster, but he's still too far. He's still way too deep. Like right here, he should be breaking right now. Let me flip the play and see how Earl plays it. Okay. I did the same pass lead, but what I did and how he played it. Reroute. See, that route's pretty much gone. I mean, he can barely get into the route. He has to work a lot harder to get into the route and get around him. Ball is out. I'd still want to see him break sooner. But he gets there at least. Let me try it again. Gonna flip it, get Earl in the back. Okay. Again, I tried the same throw. I tried a downward pass to get it underneath him and he jumped it. I still want to see him close right here. As soon as he sees this, I want him closing. That's still better. Better than what we had. Let me punt it back. So So the reaction is better, and you're getting better obstruction off of the line on those inside seam routes. At least on that play. Let me try 4 verse after I show you guys what happens to the outside, because the outside you still have a host of problems. I can see already I can still hit the deep comeback pretty easily. Whoops. I might have to punt it to myself. Not do that. Yes, Sam, I can see. I can tell the difference off those 4 plays. Ooh, I like this formation. Hello. Hello, Giants. Okay, I gotta come back to that sometime. Where was I? Spread. Let's test Earl again. Still going to be in cover 3 press. I'm going to try a low throw as well as an underneath pass lead. Okay, bang bang play. That was my best attempt on him. I hit a couple on Chancellor, but with Earl I haven't completed one yet. Again, jam, reroute, don't allow free release, down to seam. That's the cardinal sin in zone coverage. Sim Steelers do that all the time. I'm going to test that deep comeback in a little bit, don't worry. And he reroutes the receiver here just by maintaining his leverage and making him go around him. Here's the hole here now. But look how much longer it takes for it to develop. Still want to see him ID it sooner because he's still on his back pedal all the way here. I'd like to see him kind of start in a flat-footed read, clear the quick passing game, then drop. I'll put him closer to drive on it once he reads deep. Default all pro settings. Alright, now I'm going to try to attack the deep sideline. And I have a feeling the outcome's not going to be nearly as positive for the CPU. Okay. 0 for 1 there. Okay. The curl flat defenders, they are getting back there with greater width and depth. Because the only way I could get this in here was to high point it. But really, the technique of the corner is just way off. Way off. He should never be in a position to allow this kind of release to happen. He should be aligned, leveraging the sideline, and trying to pin the fade to the sideline. We call that stacking the fade route. Stack the top of the route. The only thing that saves this is the fact that the default curl flat is gaining width and depth and bricking on the ball a lot quicker. But if I hard flat that or cloud flat it, let's do that now. Coverage audible underneath. If I hard flat it, wide open, easy, and that's on Sherman. See, the problem that creates is if you catch someone on a hard flat, since leverage is gone right here, leverage is already destroyed. Easy completion. I mean, this is terrible. You would never play cover 3 press like this. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Sherman's the best corner in the entire league at using his body and his footwork to force receivers to run the release to the point where they have to widen it out so far to get a good high release that he's able to pin them to the sideline and then play on top of the route. That's why he can play press bail despite having a 40 time of 4.5. He's not the fastest corner in the league by any stretch, but he's able to play press bail technique because he has really good footwork and understands leverage. That's default shading, Mr. Viking. I didn't try outside shade. Let's try outside shade, see if that helps. Well, let me try cloud flats first. That was against hard flats. Now we have cloud flats back there. So cloud flats and curl flats will eat up the sideline breaking routes, it looks like, at least. Assuming no threat is, underneath them to pull them down. See, that's a super tough throw. That's really hard. That's a difficult throw to make. Let me punt the ball. I want to try to see if I can pull him down and hit that route underneath the corner, but over the cloud flat. Alright, go on with your bad self, Mr. Alex Dar. What's going on, dude? Alright, so let's put him on oh, where am I? Nah, let's reset this. Let's put Shepard on an out route. Yeah. I mean, he actually did a pretty good job of coming back. But you did see a hole open up there a little bit. So what it looks like is that the technique didn't really improve. I didn't really expect it to. That would take a, complete program rework to do. But the speed of their brakes are a lot faster. He comes down here, I see it, and I release it. Probably release it a little bit late. He's able to get back on it. Yeah, in order to fix coverage leverage in zones the way I would want to see it, yeah, patch can't do that. All they can do is tune the reaction time. What's going on, Mr. Seabad? Alright, we're gonna go cloud flat again. Yeah, if I time it right, I can still hit that. Because the cloud flats, they're gonna play in between and break toward the underneath threat before sinking back deep. So if you put the slots on an out route versus a cloud flat, first the cloud flats are gonna drift. They're gonna recognize, they're gonna bite on the underneath, and that leaves the window here open for the deep comeback. Again, this just is a complete eyesore. That's just bad. Bad, 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 bad. Let's see what happens if I outside shade, see if that does anything. Again, the curl flat will play that well. The cloud flat, again, they'll play in between. Hard flat, they're gonna go to the flat. They're gonna commit to the flat. So I'm gonna go underneath. And I'm going to go outside shade and see if that protects the sideline a little bit better. Nope. That did not do anything. Same thing underneath. And I'm going to go outside shade. Actually, let me just call hard flats. Let me see if I just call hard flats and outside shade, if that does anything. As opposed to audibling underneath, then outside shade. So we're in hard flats. But they're in an off alignment this time. Let's see how that plays on default off alignment. Nope, same thing. Drift, 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 drift. Drift, drift, drift. Just horrible, horrible technique on the outside with the corners. Yeah, they break better, Philly Chew. The zones break better. But, you know, the technique still needs a lot of work. So that's default. So now I'm going to outside shade it. See if that makes a difference. I threw that late. That was to the field side too. That was a tough throw. I still think I can hit it. Let me punt it back and try that again. Try protect the sticks. Alright, yeah, I'll do that as well. I just want to exhaust all mechanics here on this coverage first before I move on to... before I do that. I'll take a sack or two on purpose, and then I'll try protect the sticks on 3rd and long, see what happens. Ah, chose the wrong play. Outside shade. Yeah, same thing. Like I can see that I can still hit it, even though I got hit there. Just for kicks and giggles, we saw that shading and man coverage was backwards. Let's see if it's backwards in the zone as well. We'll inside shade it this time. Inside shade. Yeah, no difference. Over the top and underneath works, Koyo, but I think you're right. I don't think inside outside works on deep sideline zones. No, there's no difference in the zones that I can see, Sim, as far as inside outside. Let me try press. Let me try to press them. Press, outside shade. Nope, no difference. Let me go sky press against 4 verts, see how they handle the seams. Now this is not match, so they're not going to carry vertical. But they should at least reroute the seams, or at least try to. You know, I've already gone into a catastrophe this is, but let's see. Reroute inside, drop to the depth. This is not as good as at all. I think this might be a field boundary issue here. Yeah, he doesn't get a hand on him. This is what happens when you don't get a hand on a vertical and you allow a free release on the seam. Especially to the field side, you get instant acreage to throw into. Here is better. Reroutes inside, and that delays his route. Here he gets turned loose. For whatever reason, Earl's turning him loose. He's not getting a hand on him. One side is, the other isn't. Why? Now this time I'm on the opposite hash. Let's see if the same thing happens on the right hash now. Before I was on the right hash, and the left side was turning the guy loose. Let's see if it happens the other way around now. On the left hash, let's see how the right side plays. Huh, that's weird. That time they both played it right. But on the right hash, the left side was borking out. That time it was perfect. This is how you play 4 verts 2x2 in spot trap cover 3 to the T. No free release, reroute him. Reroute him, and you close on this. You make them take that all day. Turns him loose. But the corner did a good job playing in between the 2 vertical releases. This is how they played this is how the corners played 4 verts in Madden 15. They would break, plus I led it to him. They would break when the ball was thrown to the seam. But again, he just turned him loose. But he didn't. Something's going on that left side. Did it right. Wow. Cliff Averill is just destroying whoever that is on the right side. That time it did it right. So we've seen 4 snaps of this. Twice they did it wrong. Twice they did it right. But there's no rhyme or reason as to why it's happening. And, you know, for the love of God. Jeez. And let's do protect the sticks here to see if it does anything. Protect the sticks has been broken for a while. L1. Let's leave Perkins in the block. They did it right. They did it right. Nope, protect the stick still does not work. Did it right. Did it right. Now I'm playing protect the sticks. They gotta be going, but they don't. So we need to get into AW's ear and say, dude, get that working. Alright, let's see what match does. Match will go against Deep Attack. And cover 3 match. Seam flats need to be carrying anything that goes vertical. If nothing goes vertical, they're looking to see what's coming to the outside or breaking to the outside. Perfect, 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 perfect. Anything vertical and breaking either upfield or to the middle, he converts to man-to-man. Once the receiver commits vertical, he converts man-to-man. Second time in a row I chose, give me the ball back. Yes, second time I've done that, I chose punt fake. go HB option, see how they play this. Again, this is match coverage. On this play, we have a vertical release by both slots. We have a deep out to the left and a square in to the right. So the two slots should be matching vertical man to man, and that leaves the corners on an island inside, or outside rather. Converts to man. He's smoked, but, you know, he does his job. Converts to man. I'd like to see him honor the 5-yard no cover. The reason being, that would put him in a position to alert for anything coming underneath and put him in a better position to disrupt the square in. I don't want to see him suck down on this. This is 5-yard no cover rule. If they catch it, you converge. You take that away when you're protecting the sticks on, say, 3rd and 3, 4, 5, or on the goal line. But you let them catch this and then use your team speed to converge on the ball. He needs to continue to sink back, because once the receiver to his side clears vertical, his next step is to look inside for anything breaking intermediate by him or him. When he clears, he's looking for the same thing by this guy, anything breaking inside. But him coming down on this just gives me a wide open throwing lane for the square in. Let's see if they're still trying to match quick slants. Yep, they are, which is lunacy. I'll show you why that's a problem in match coverage in just a second. See, this is a complete cluster right here. Because what do you think will happen if you have your outside corners and your seam flats matching quick slant like this? I'll give you a couple of seconds to think about it. Why is this a problem? What would happen if we wheeled this back down the sideline? There's no one here. He played off, but he bit before the ball was thrown. I'll put Vereen in a wheel. Well, there's no one there. The linebacker had to come all the way off his hook zone to prevent that from being a touchdown. Watch the bind that leaves the linebacker, and the linebacker has to come off of his hook zone to account for the linebacker. Yeah, he came too tight. That's what I was saying. What should happen here is once he sees quick slant, this guy reverts back to your, lack of a better way of putting it, your standard cover 3, because he has to be on account for the wheel route here. The hook zone linebackers will take care of, the underneath, but you'd never see them do this. All 4 of those guys playing quick slant. That would not happen. Right, exactly. Let's go trips now. What should we try out of trips? Right, it's like all 4 of them are in man everywhere he goes. Nah, let's go double post. Let's try cover 3 from a 2 deep shell. My gosh, who in the world is Cliff Averill just destroying? Cool, Mr. Beast Mode. If you guys are interested in the Sim Experiment League I talked about in the last video, go check Beast Mode for MVP's live stream. I want to see whose tail Cliff Averill is beating down like this. I actually like this animation a lot. That's Mr. Fluker. I like this one a lot. So he gets low, he does a little rip action there and dips. Yeah, that right tackle's a trash can. But that's what should happen if you have a trash can right tackle. He has 73 pass block, and Averill is no joke. That's Fluker. Averill's got 93 finesse move with 81 power move going up against 73 pass block. And this is where I get angry at the community sometimes. When you have a mismatch of that magnitude, this is what's supposed to happen. Don't be crying about insta sheds. Don't be crying about how you don't have time for your routes developed. You have one of the best pure speed rushers in the game going up against a mediocre right tackle one-on-one. And that should be the outcome, more often than not. Let me punt the ball again. Yep, we're getting to that, Mr. Fat Jat. To answer someone's question of why wouldn't the CPU or the AI offensive line adjust, the user has to do that himself. The O-line is not going to adjust themselves. You got to slide protect or keep guys in the block. They're not going to do it on their own. I'm playing with two controllers here, so any blocking adjustments need to be done by me. Where the hell was that play? There it is. Just want to see how the deep safety comes off that hash and rotates. Let me give myself some help. Jeez, I can't get the ball off. Avril's not letting me get the ball off. You know what? Let's go. Let's aggressive pass block. At least I got the ball off that time. There's a lot of room for Earl to rotate. He's not getting it. Well, he's here to. He can cut off this post route. But of course, double post will put him in a bind. But yeah, he's not getting over there very well. I can hit that. If I have time, I can definitely hit this. Let's try it again. Huh. Well, that wasn't that bad, D. See, Cam is in a hook. Yeah, he does actually a pretty good job of walling him off here. And Earl is here. And he breaks right now. That's not terrible. I'm definitely feeling that, Sim. I mean, because Averill is making it hard for me to stand in there and wait for that to develop. I mean, I've barely gotten it off. You saw the two plays previous to this one, you know, he beat the hell out of me. I had to go to aggressive, and I still barely got the pass off. Grief Perkins in the block. I'm gonna slide. And I still get sacked. I kept my back end to block, slid towards Averill, and and I still couldn't get it off. Because I want to hit the second post route here. Because I want to see if Earl can get there. Sherm actually walled it off to the inside. We already saw Earl close on this, on the throw. But Sherm plays this correctly. You know, he's going vertical. He can't assume help, so he plays it and takes him. Let me punt it back. Yep, I'm going to do cover 2 right after I finish with this coverage, cover 3, and then I'm going to do quarters coverage after that. Yeah, Earl's playing the first post very well. I got called for holding there. Because I have my line on aggressive so I don't get myself killed. So I think they're handling double post pretty nice. Do we have any bunch sets in this playbook? The Giants usually don't have a lot of bunch sets. They have a wide bunch. Giants are very spready. Trio offset. Level sail. Let's see how this is handled. Level sail causes a headache. Yeah, I agree, Fat Chat. I think they're playing it right. Okay, he broke on that better, but the technique is still... the moral of the story here, the deep zones are breaking better, but the technique is still all fouled up. The speed of the breaks are better, so it's kind of hiding it a little bit better. But if you go back into the replay, the technique is just awful. Where's he going? Why is he on a dead sprint? He should still be in his pedal until he gets pressed vertically. So that's horrific. That's the bad news. The good news is, at least he breaks on the throw. You know, he's playing Buzz, so, you know, that's going to be open. As long as it's for a minimal gain, we can live with that. If you really want to take that away, you can. Let's see how Mabel plays that. Mabel... Cover 3 Mabel isn't really Mabel at all. It's more of a push type of call where they're trying to leverage everything towards the sideline. But they don't have the logic inside cover 3 to account for that, so they created this bootleg Mabel play. Again, he at least has a chance to break. He broke that up, but the technique is just an eyesore. I mean, pre-patch, this was a guaranteed completion on this play. Sherman or no Sherman. You know, to hell with your feelings. I mean, again, this is horrible. But at least he can close and recover and break it up if he's good enough to. Or I can just call cover 2 and see if the vertical hooks work. Cover 3 Cloud against level sail. You get the hard flat for the table route, and we'll see what the safety does. You know, they close faster. Instead of it being instantly wide open, you at least have a chance for a breakup. Let's try 4 verts, or trips verts here. I should say, it's not really 4 verts. From the hard flat? Let's try it again. I didn't notice. I was looking at the corner route. Really? Okay, I'll try that. I'm digging this Giants playbook. I really am. Alright, so he's already in a hard flat. So let's see how he responds to Perkins. Nope, he's on him. And Cam detonates the corner out. That's covered. He expands good enough. Again, he's a hook. He has to gain a balance between width and depth. Does a good job there. I'm ready to throw the ball right here. I probably could have thrown that a little bit sooner. Let's try to throw that a little bit sooner. Level sail, cover 3 cloud. Yeah, so do I. Still a little bit too much airspace. I'm going to try to throw it. I threw that a little bit late, I think. Oof. No, he's closing. I mean, that's 90 zone coverage out there, remember. He's closing. That's 91 awareness. '91 play rec, 90 zone coverage. So he's doing the job. Let me go back to Mabel now and see what D was talking about here with putting the where is it? Which corner do you put in a vertical? The one on the nickel corner? You do this. You put him in a hard flat? He's already in a hard flat on default. The hard flat slot CB you put in a vertical hook? Okay, I see what you're talking about. So you do this. Much, much better, Straw. Much better. See, that's open. It's a quarter flat, not a card flat. Let's see how that plays for verts, Mr. D. Or multiple verticals. We'll stay the same formation and we run verts. We'll run verts at it.